Mitch, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on your success here at Meet Mitch.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Frankie Bellucci here in Kansas City. I'm with Mitch. Tell me your last name.
Benjamin.
Benjamin, that's right.
It's all about the Benjamins, Frankie.
I know, one at a time. Count lots of them. I watched a movie one time. The guy's like, my Benjamins are gone. He had this big suitcase of $100 bills. And I was like, I get it. No Benjamins. So we're meeting with Mitch at Meet Mitch Barbecue. We're here in Leawood at 95th and just about Mission in the Ranch Mart Shopping Center. So was this considered Ranch Mart Shopping Center?
This is Ranch Mart. Yeah.
I've grown up here, so and you grew up here.
I didn't grow up here.
You didn't, but
no.
Were you a football guy?
At Penn State. I went to Penn State. So I grew up on the East Coast, but moved out here in 96. So my whole adult life, I've been here in Kansas City.
Great. And what did you do before you started Meet Mitch?
So I worked for the TaylorMade Golf Company. So I'm a golf guy. So I was a sales rep for TaylorMade from 96.
Golf?
Yeah. Golf up until about 5 years ago when I became full-time barbecue. So golf and barbecue, tough to beat.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Golf and barbecue. And then you started, am I correct? You started doing videos kind of like I'm doing. People started following you and here you are. Is that close?
Not necessarily.
So I've got my story all wrong.
Who is this, Frank?
Who is this guy?
I started competing professionally in the year 2000 as a pitmaster in competitions through the KCBS. I then went, to Memphis and did the MBN and Memphis May World Championships, and have traveled around the country and around the world for the last 23 years competing as a barbecue pitmaster. And then in 2014, opened Char Bar, which is in Westport, if you're familiar.
Sure I am.
And then a year and a half ago, opened Meet Mitch here, and in April, Meet Mitch at the airport, brand new airport.
Congratulations on that.
You.
That's a big deal. And then how did you get, I guess just quickly, I'm curious how you got connected with Mark Kelpie.
It was really a marriage that was born from me wanting to get into the restaurant business, but not knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
And Mark and James Westfall knowing all about the restaurant business, but nothing about barbecue. So we were kind of thrown together, and that's where Char Bar came from, and Meet Mitch. And
I've got an interview with Mark in a couple weeks at Char Bar.
Oh, great.
So that's why I bring that up.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Meet Mitch because you're doing a lot of business. You're creating a lot of hubbub in the community.
Trying.
And you're doing a good job. I mean, I know it's always harder to see from the inside.
Sure.
But you're doing it, and I know that you know that. Matt from Meat Church is
Matt
coming
Pittman.
up. Matt Pittman.
The 27th, yes.
And he's got 50 million followers.
He does.
Congratulations.
He likes to make fun of me, too.
He does?
He towers me with followers, yes.
Well, that's exciting that you've got that. So that's what I mean, this hubbub that you're creating. It's really exciting.
And he's a longtime friend you'll find in the barbecue community. Everyone's pretty tight-knit and takes care of each other. And I've probably known Matt 15 years before both of us had really much going.
So golf to barbecue,
yes,
to big growth, right? Char Bar to Meet Mitch,
trying to
airport. I mean, that's all very big. I like to talk about the neighborhoods. So Leawood, do you live in Leawood also?
No, I live in the Prairie Village area.
Prairie Village,
just down the street, right down Mission.
My specialty is Waldo, Brookside, Prairie Village, Leawood, Mission.
Okay, great.
Right? So that's why I'm doing this work. And to talk about this neighborhood, Leawood, how do you think that Meet Mitch, how is it contributing to the economic vibrancy of Leawood?
One of the things that we wanted to do really was ingrain ourselves in the community and get to know Cure of ours is right there.
Right.
Rockhurst,
Right on Mission.
Shawnee Mission East, where both my kids went, is just down the street. Really to get to know the schools, the churches, corporate business. We're starting to do some luncheons and things of that
Catering?
nature. Catering,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just kind of get to know the community. We're supporting the community through their charitable events as well. And just, we're still new. I mean, we're only a year and a half old, and it takes a while really for word of mouth to travel and for them to say, oh yeah, let's go to Meet Mitch. Or, it doesn't have to be
Have you
Jack
heard of
Stack.
Meet Mitch?
Yeah, it doesn't
Right.
have to be Joe's. It can be Meet Mitch. They're here in our community.
Sauce, and your sauce is incredible.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and is that your pride and joy?
Well, the sauce kind of put me on the map. So right now, the sauce and the rub. So the American Royal, which takes place at the end of this month, they have a sauce and rub competition that about 3 months ago, and we were first place and third place overall for the whole thing. So that's been something that's been consistent for about the past 15 years, and really has enabled me to grow into restaurants, to broaden my product array and to grow.
I too have a restaurant background.
Oh, good.
I grew up
Okay.
in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
That's how I know Mark. But that's not for this audience. How do you think Meet Mitch adds to the charm of Ranch Mart and Leawood here in, you're almost still old Leawood?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that you'll see when you pull in is that a major facelift has taken place.
Yeah.
So
Last 3 years.
Yeah. So a renovation has been done. This building, actually, that we're sitting in, sat empty for 15 years. It was an old seasonal concept, so if you remember,
Yes, I do.
the outdoor furniture
And it
place.
was vacant for a long time.
15 years.
Yeah.
15 years. So
But
now,
the sign stayed on it as
Yeah.
seasonal concept. And you're like, what are they going to do with that? And
So you'll see now it's fresh, it's brand new. I mean, this space is brand new, a brand new kitchen. There's now a pedestrian walkway that leads back to a courtyard that's awesome, that's available for events and space. And then the whole backyard area, which was kind of run down, is brand new. So, it's a beautiful brand new space. The parking, you can park Arrowhead out there. It's huge.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I don't know about Arrowhead. Maybe
On an
Cure-
off night.
We
On
get
a
Cure of
non-game
ours
day.
in there as well, right? I guess. How do you bring a smile to the homeowners in the neighborhood? How do you welcome homeowners? How do you anything special you do to greet people or to make sure that you're here seeing people?
Yeah, well,
all of that.
Yeah, I like to be here as much as possible. I do travel a lot with my job, trying to communicate the brand and get it out there. My sauce and rub business, I sell in just about every state in the United States and overseas. So I'm always trying to grow the brand. I participate in events all over the place. But when I'm here. Just like I greeted you when you first walked in. I love to see people. I know so many people, fortunately, just people, living here for so long.
It's a little big city.
Yeah, it's great. It has all the attributes of a big city, but it's a little city. And, I just think we make very consistent, amazing competition-style barbecue. So everything that we do back there is scratch, and everything we do is exactly what I'm doing if I'm at the American Royal competing, or if I'm at Memphis in May competing. We don't skip any steps.
Okay. Any exciting changes coming to Meet Mitch, or any buzzworthy news that you want to tell us about?
Well, I think not only just Meet Mitch, but Char Bar. So, for instance, there's going to be a new Char Bar up in Parkville that will open up this fall with 6 pickleball courts, and I'm engaged with my partners in that, project as well. So that's exciting. Right now we're just kind of establishing our second year here in Ranch Mart at Meet Mitch, and really just trying to lay our foundation so we can continue to grow. Last year was a difficult year for many people in many industries, and so we're still rebounding from that, trying to get our feet under us a little bit.
Well, even in real estate, it's weird now.
Yeah.
I mean, so a lot of industries are still finding their footing
Sure.
from the last pandemic. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but the
Yeah.
pandemic rocked us.
Yes.
It really did. Do you collaborate with local businesses? Do you source products from local businesses, local growers, etc.?
We do some of that. I mean, most of the meat, to be honest, the proteins that we bring in all kind of come from the same place. So it's not real local, but it's coming, generally from Iowa, the Packers and
Sure.
stuff like that. We do collaborate with local businesses. For instance, Buck Tui Barbecue, they're friends of ours. We did a collaboration
on
event.
75th Street.
Yeah, we did a collaboration with Teddy and his group and kind of brought their Asian flavors and our style and have fun. So, like I said, barbecue is a close-knit community, and we play well in the sandbox with the other kids.
Great. It's great. How can neighbors and this neighborhood be part of? Like, is there something that you like to recommend for people to do to jump in to be part of the community?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things that makes us a little unique is when you walked around outside, you saw we have a big area outside. There's games you can play, you can get together with picnic tables. We have access to a huge courtyard out back where local businesses have had like yoga activities in the morning, bike clubs come in and hang out and do stuff. So we have all this space, and the footprint in here is over 6,000 feet to begin with. So we've got a lot of space. Yeah, and it can be partitioned off. We have this space, the center. We have another area over there that we call the patio that can be closed off or opened up. So we have a lot of flexibility to really take care of small groups and huge ones.
How do you welcome people that you know? How do you make it a welcome environment for people?
You generally hold the door so they can't get in. Laugh at that. No. I try to welcome everyone equally. I know a lot of people like we talked about earlier, and then I'm meeting so many people just from being here.
Meet people, and I'm doing that with with this project. I get to meet so many people. I know a lot of people too, just because I've been here for so long.
Right on, yeah.
And know a ton of people, but I'm getting one-on-ones with people that I really want to meet, people that are doing stuff in the community, business owners. As a business owner, that's really what turns me on.
Sure.
Is there like a secret handshake you have for your regulars?
No, but we can come up with
make one
when the camera's
today.
off.
Okay. All right, very good. Where do you like to eat?
I like to eat everywhere. I don't eat a ton of barbecue. You can imagine why, because I'm around it all the time. I'm a big seafood junkie. I like all the flavors, so I pretty much eat around town, pretty equitably. I don't have.
So KC Metro, you don't go too far north or too far out south. Lawrence, do you eat in Lawrence?
My son just graduated there, so I've eaten a few places in Lawrence, but I don't have a favorite. You might have to introduce me to some spots.
Well, I'm a real foodie, so I got some great restaurants. I know where all the great restaurants are. And, we've eaten here a number of times and we love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where do you go for peace and quiet, some zen?
The golf course.
Play golf.
Yeah,
sure.
Play golf.
Right, you've got a handful of buddies that you play with all the time?
Yes, a lot of good buddies.
Other business owners as well, or just golf buddies?
Yeah, just golf buddies that I've had for a long time. It's always good. And my son, now that he's in the workforce and not in school and local, fortunately for me in Kansas City, I get to play a lot with him, and so that's been a real joy for me.
He's probably pretty good if he's
Unfortunately, he's starting to beat me.
Oh,
as I progress in life, that one hurts.
I got it. Do you caffeinate?
Yeah, I have coffee every morning, just about, and that's about it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. No favorite local coffee spots?
No.
Any quirky traditions that you found in Leawood or even Prairie Village that you like to celebrate every year?
Traditions?
Yeah.
Isn't there a bacon fest in Waldo?
There is.
I like that.
Every year.
I love bacon.
Yeah.
So that would be a good one.
Yeah. We're just getting ready in Waldo to have I call it the Waldo Faldo Crawldo, which is what we called it for years, but now it's just the Waldo Fall Festival.
And to check on the caffeinated part, I'm a big fan of Hi Hat.
Hi Hat coffee.
Yeah.
Hi Hat coffee.
It's this little coffee shop. It's about
on State Line.
Next to the flower shop, little flower shop. Yeah.
Is that right?
Hi Hat.
Hi Hat on.
Yeah.
On State Line.
On State Line. You just go right across
from the school.
Yeah.
St. Teresa.
Not St. Teresa's, but Pembroke.
Pembroke, and then restaurant at 1900.
Yeah.
Highly recommend that
down
place.
There. Yes.
Highly recommend that.
Yeah.
Copy that. Okay, Mitch, anything I didn't cover that you'd want to tell a world of people that are watching an interview with Meet Mitch?
No, I mean, I'm very excited about the new airport, as we all should be as a city. So it's an honor to be at the new airport, and then we have a beautiful location there, floor to ceiling windows. There's actually 2 smokers that are there, so it's legit. It's not airport food. They're the same 2 that we're running here, and they're running 24/7. And it's legitimate, great barbecue. And for me, it's just an honor that's as flyers come in and out, that's what they see for Kansas City barbecue is Meet Mitch. It's awesome.
Outstanding. Okay, I'm Frankie Bellucci. I'm with Remax Premier. Thank you for joining us, and Mitch, thank you very much.
I appreciate
Listen, if you need real estate, if you need residential, commercial, investment, industrial, it doesn't matter. We appreciate your referrals, and anybody you know, friends or family, please send them our way. And this has just been another exciting interview with a local Kansas City business owner. Many more to come. I can't wait to bring them to you. And thank you for joining us. Hit like and subscribe. That's it.
Frankie.
Ciao.